Hello. uh, let's see again some more programs in C. So yesterday we saw some programs as in enemy. Let's see some more programs. Now, so yesterday we saw programs as in this Hishan 2079. Now let's see some more programs as in board exam of enemy board. So here are the questions asked in 2079. Let's see what are the programs. We are talking about the long question answer. So first program is a 16 number. Let's write this one. New file. Header file. So what we need here? We need a structure. First, let's go for structure here. Let's make a structure. Start, and we have to write utility student. 5 students. So let's make a structure named student. So what are the members? Role. So int student role. Next is the name. So char student name. Let's give the size 100. Next is their age. So int student age. That's all. So these three members we have to include here inside the structure because it is mentioned in question. And next we are asked to enter for 5 students. So let's make a variable inside the main struct student s5. After that, let's declare a counter variable for loop. Let's go for the loop here. For I equals to 0, I less or equals to for I plus plus printf enter student role scanner. So variable name as, then location I. Let's do copy and paste. Student name, dot student role, yes, here dot student name, student now is student is that's all. So we have finished the input, and we are also asked to display them properly using structure. Means same loop we have to copy here. Let's print that. Printf the records are let's do copy and paste this loop again. Let's delete this one. We don't need this one. We also don't need this one. Okay. Let's change the scanner into printer. Printer. Okay. Now we have to write here role equals to this one. We have to remove this one /n. Then we have to put here name as. Then we have to put here as. That's all. Okay. After that, let's put breaker. That's all. Nothing more we have to do here. Here we forgot to change the specifier. Yes. That's all. Nothing more. Now let's put return 0. Let's save it. So it was asked in 2079. Yes, NEB to 2079 and EB. Let's change the extension here. Save it. Okay, now let's run it. So roll number 12, name Kazin, as 20, roll number 3, name Sari, age 22, and so on. So this is how. Let's keep some more data. We are asked to 5. Let's keep 5 data here. So roll number 14, name Harry, age 21, roll number 15, name Jay, age 22, roll number 16, name age 23. Okay, so this is how we have got the records. In this way we can display the records. It's a very simple program. We can also in this way. Okay, here we forgot the line record. That's all. So in this way we can write the program in very simple way. So if any questions, let me know there. Okay, now let's see some more programming here. Next is here to enter ID, employee name, post of the employees, and store them in data file, and display its record on the screen in appropriate format. Now let's write this one. Okay, so it was asking 8 marks. Let's create a new file here. We have to store informations like ID, name, and the post of the employee, and we have to store that in a data file emp.txt, and after that we have to display the record on the screen. So let's go for this one. You can write with me. Uh, it is not mentioned that whether we have to use structure or not, so we can write in any way. So whichever method we like, let's go for that. So main. Okay, let's create a file pointer. We need variables first ID, so int id, yes. After that we need name, so char ename 200. Then we need position post, so char e post. Let's keep the size 200. That's a name post. So how many records we have to store there? Is it mentioned there? Employee and post of the employee, and store. It is not mentioned there. How many records? It may be one, or it may be many there. Post of the employee is to them data file named. Okay, let's go for first only one record, and if needs, then we can change it. Let's open a file. K equals to f1. Then file name is emp.txt, emp.txt. Yes. After that, we are also asked to display the record. So what we have to do there? Let's open the file in W plus. Let's go for the data input. So printf enter id scanner eid. Just to copy and paste, enter name. So name means here as, then name here. Next is post. Just to copy and paste here. Post. Okay. So we have finished all the inputs. Now let's store these all the data to the data file. So f printf. So file point is k. Then first is id. Then next is name, and next is post. Let's give the variable name ename e-post. That's all. We have finished all the inputs. We have also finished that storing in a data file. Now what we are asked there, we are asked to display on the screen. Yes. So what we do here, we have to rewind the file pointer to original location. For that we have to use rewind function here. So now let's read the data using loop. Since it contains only one record, so directly we can use the fscanf there, file pointer k. Then we need here uh, d, then s, then s. After that we have to give the variable name here. Let's to copy and paste this entire part. Okay, now let's print it on the screen. So id equals to d, name equals to s, and post equals to s. Okay, that's it. After that we have to close the file. What is the file pointer? K. That's all. Return 0. That's all. So 2079 NEB. Second question. Yes. Okay. So this is how we write the program. It is for only one record because it is not mentioned in the question that how many records we want to store. We need only one. So just for only one. If we are asked to input multiple records, then we can use the loop. And similarly to read the data, we can use EUF function. That's all. Now let's run it. Taking more time to execute. So is there in bug? Let's see. Find out. If there is in bug, we'll find out undefined refers to f printf line number f print. It happened there. Okay, line number 20. So f it was missing. let's save it, let's run it here. Okay, so here is the console. Let's give the ID here, ID 12, name Harry, posts accountant. Okay, so this is how it stores the data, and this is how we get the output here. So one thing we forgot here, so this one would be here, so nothing more there. So we can debug that minor issues. 1 2 post cashier. So look here, here is the output. I think you can see the output here. So AST post cashier is not it here. It's very simple. Okay, so in very simple way we can write the program. Just we have to apply the logic there. Sometimes if any bug comes, then we can correct ourselves. We can also use the breaker. Now uh, let's go for next program here. So it was in C. Now next program is here GS. So write a program to find the factorial of any number using GS. So let's go for the GS. Okay, let's write a program using GS. Uh, so let's open there. Let's I'm closing this now. After some time I'll open again. Let's open that VS. Okay, let's create a new file here. 2079 NEB question 2. Okay, question 3 I think. Yeah. Dot html. So let's change from here. Factorial value. Now let's write the script here. So what we are asked here, to find the factorial of any number. Yes, we are asked to factorial, and it is not mentioned that actually how to get the data. So we have two choices to get the data. First choice is either we can use HTML, so that is the best option, and next is without using HTML we can directly go for the prompt. So how we go for that, look here, let's try using a simple process prompt. So let's declare a variable where we need a number, there. Now let's go for the input, and we also need another factorial equals to, let's give 1. We also need a counter variable, that is I. After that let's go for the input. So number equals to prompt number equals to prompt enter or number. Yes. Okay. Now let's run a loop for I equals to 1 to I less than equals to number, then I plus plus. After that, we have to use factorial equals to factorial into I. That's all. So let's print it now. Or we may print on the console section or maybe the document section. Uh, let's print here console dot log uh, the result. The factorial value is it's so factorial. Yes, that's all. Now one thing is there, whenever we go for the input using prompt method, then mostly JS it accepts as a string. Yes, but what we want an integer. So prompt is okay, but additionally we have to use the parse int, parse int. We have to use parse int. That's all. Nothing more we have to do there. So let's save it and let's go for the live server. Everything fine here. Okay. So asking for a number. So let's give a number 4. Okay. So now let's go to console here. Inspect. Let's go to console. Here is console. So here is output 24. We can also display here in this document area, and for that what we need document.write method. If we don't want to display that console section, what we need here, document.write, then the factorial value is, then we have to use factorial. That's all. So this is also right and that was also right. So let's refresh again. It got automatically refreshed here. Let's give 3, enter. So here is the output. So this is the document area and this is the console area. So mostly we prefer console area because to debug the program, to know actually how that JS code is responding, for that mostly we prefer console. But sometimes we can also use the document method. So it's very simple program for the JS. We can also use HTML. So any questions you want to ask me? Just use the chat box. I am just looking that chat box if any question comes. No questions, sir? Okay, now let's go over next program here. We can also use HTML. So if we want to use HTML, then let's go for that. So I'm going to write same program, and this finding factorial value of given number. But there I want to be using this prompt method to input the data, and there I'll be using HTML form to access the data. So how? Let's go for it. Let's do one thing. Control A, Control C. Let's create a new file here. So 2079 NEB, then question 3. Okay, yes. .html. So I'm just doing copy and paste here. Now what we need here, we need HTML form. So let's create a form here. Form. Now we have to create an input box. So for that, let's write a label enter a number. Yes. After that, we have to write input type equals to text. Then after that, we have to give this unique ID. So ID equals to number. Yes. Now let's create a form here. Button. Unclick. Let's give here function name here. Factorial. After that, click to find value. So that's all. After that, so what we need here? We need a function. So let's create a function here first. Function. Name of function is factorial. Okay. Now this prompt is not needed. So let's remove this from here. Yes. Now we have to access the data from here. So this ID, that is text box. Yes. We need here document dot query selector. Give the ID. So what is the ID here? Name of ID is number dot value. Okay. All of those things it remains same there. Now let's cover the result. If any bug comes, we'll see that. Okay, it is displaying the factory value is 1. Oh, wait. So factory value is 1. Okay, it became out of function, so it became out of the scope here. Okay, let's see. So let's save it. Let's refresh it here. Yeah. Let's give a number. So 4. No output here. So let's go to inspect. Let's see, is there any bug? So it is having some bug here. Factorial is not a function. Uncaught type error. So line number. So here is 1 function factorial. Fine. Okay. So name conflicting here. So here is 24. Yes, we got the 24 here. So there was a name conflicting issue, means the name of function and the value, the variable we are using to find the factor value, they were same. So the computers actually it was confused and it was not able to handle that. We change the name here. So this is the name of function and this is the variable. We have assigned value 1. So this is the loop and here we are printing. So this is also a method we can use and this is a very popular method we use mostly to get the data using HTML form. So this method is the best option and best method we can say to use in that web pages. So any query here? Okay, thank you. No question here. So this is how we can write a program using JS. Now uh, let's see another program here. Next is here. So it was in that 2079 BS questions asked in NAB board exam. Now next is here NAB Computer Science 2080 question and solution. Let's go for it. So what was asked in 2080? Let's see here. What are the questions? Same questions here. Gradually, we'll also be talking about some programs which are asked in bachelor level. Right now, we are talking about the NAB, and I'll also be talking about the QBasic programs which are asked in that SE level, that is grade 10 board exam. Uh, Today, let's see actually one more program here, question number 16. In this program, we are asked to write a C program to enter the radius of football and find the area of football by using use-defined function. It is carrying 5 marks. Let's write this program, and that is in C. Is there any program? It's okay. In GS, same program. It was asked in 2080 to find the factorial value of a number. Okay, let's write this program in C. So I'm closing this one. Since we are asked to use the user-defined function, so we have to create a function. Let's go for header file first. Let's make a function, and it is not mentioned in question that whether we should return a value or not. So we may apply any method. So by returning, without returning. So let's use a returning method. Float area football. So yes, area football. Yes, and no parameter. We are going to pass it. Main area football we can consider as circular, just like a circle. So here we are going to use the formula pi r square to find the area of that uh, football, because it is not mentioned that what is the shape of that uh, football and what is the formula to be applied. So since nothing is given there, we can apply any one method, or we can apply our ourselves. Uh, so I'm looking at the formula. The formula is 4 pi r square. We can also use that 4 pi r square. That is uh, surface area of football. We can apply the pi square. It is not given any question. So let's apply 4 pi r square. We need float radius. Then we need pi. So let's take pi here 3.14. Okay, nothing more needed here. Let's enter radius. So printf uh, enter radius of football scanf f. Then we have to give the radius. That's it. After that, we have to call the function. Since the function is returning float, so let's put the printf here. The area is f. Then what is the function? So area football. Since it is having parameter, so let's pass the argument here. Radius. Okay. After that, return 0. Now let's go to definition part of function here. Float area football. We have to pass a parameter here. So float. Let's give r there. After that, okay, we need a formula. Yes. What I'm doing here? I'm just cutting this part from here and putting here. Float pi equals to 3.14 and area, that's all. So area equals to, formula is 4 pi r square, so 4 into pi and into POW power. R comes from here, yes, so R and 2, that's all. Return area, that's all. And for this power, what we have to do there, we have to use the header file here. So include math.else. So in this program we have used a function. This is the function declaration and we are passing one parameter. Yes, it returns floating value, so we have used a float. We can also use a void, means without returning. We are inputting here, we are calling the function from here. Since it returns, so we have to we can assign the value to any other variable, or we can directly use using the printf from here. Whenever we enter the value from here, what it does there, this calling, it copies the value to this for one parameter and that is being used here. Yes, that's all, nothing more. Let's save it. 2079 NEB question 4. Okay, let's change the extension here. Okay, into radius, let's give a radius here. So 45.54. The area is this. So that's all, nothing more we have to do here. In very simple, we can write the program and just we can get the marks. I hope you answered this one. If any confusion, let me know. No questions here? Okay, so next day again we'll be discussing some more programs like this, maybe to uh, SE level, maybe to bachelor level, or maybe to plus 2 level. Thank you, have a good day, take care, and obviously if you like this video, share with your friends, and if you want to talk on particular topic which is not here, then you can use the chat box, you can also mail me there. uh, so I will discuss on that topic gradually. So this was for today. Thank you, take care.